Hi everybody, and so I am going to show you how to create a simple Google form. So as we move to long distance or distance learning, the first thing that I wanted to do was to find out information about my students. So I created this home survey on that last week that we met, and I put in, so I wanted to know their first name, their last name, period, grade, if they had free or reduced lunch or paid, whatever, so that way I would know a little bit more about their finances. Do you have internet at home? Do you have a computer at home? Do you have a cell phone? And then my kiddos wanted to start a group chat, so I actually text them the agenda, and then they help each other. It's neat. And then what type of phone they have. Once the students fill it out, there's the responses right here. So there's a summary of all the responses, first and last name. I love the graphs that they have. So by period, by grade level, lunch, it tells me that, 42% get free lunch and 29% pay. And then all the questions, they show that. But I can also see their actual individual responses when you have a sheet. So right here on the sheet, it has all the responses for everybody. And the first thing that I did is I sorted them by period. So this is my period 1, period 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then after I did that, I also wanted to know those that didn't have a computer, so that way they could, borrow a Chromebook and all that. So these were the ones that didn't have access to them. And then I'm using that data to make educated decisions. Okay, so now how do I create a Google form? So I'm going to go to my Drive, and I created a Los Baños Unified School District distance learning information. So right here, I go to new, and then the more, that's where you will find Google Forms. So I click on it. And this one, I'm just going to show you a student questionnaire. Okay, student questionnaire. This is my title, and then I can put right here, click on it, and it'll automatically save it as a title. And then the first thing that I want, and then you can put a description right here, information about my students. And then the first thing is their first name. So I put first name. And then notice how it changed from multiple choice to short response. So right here you can do short response, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down, file, upload, linear scale, multiple choice grid, checkbox grid, date, and time. So there's a variety. Okay, if I want to make this required, and I do because I want to know their name, so I make it required. If I want to delete it, and if I want to duplicate, I click in here and duplicate. And then I don't want their first name, I want their last name too. So last name, and then I can add, once again, I can add a question from here. I can import questions. I can add a title description. I can add an image. I can add a video. I can add a section. Today, I'm just going to keep it simple. Okay, that's what I was thinking. So the next thing is I want their period. And this one's going to be multiple choice. Notice how it automatically changed to multiple choice. Artificial intelligence, they already know like everything that I do. So period 1, period 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I can also duplicate, or I can just add another one, add another question, and say, what do you do at home? What do you do at home now? Okay. So you can add, once again, add all kinds of, if I mess up, I can delete it. If I want to change it and I want to do check boxes, what do you do at home? Watch TV. Cook, clean, I don't know. But anyways, okay, so you can type all kinds of questions. Now here you have other options. I haven't used those. You can preview the form, how it looks. Okay, and this is what the students will see, and then it'll hit submit. Now here, this is the settings. So when you do settings, what I always do is I always collect the email addresses. And I'm starting to do this one, response receipt, especially with online, so that way they know that it was actually turned in. So I click on it, and if a student requests this, I'm just going to put always, and they'll get an email saying thank you, you know, the form was submitted and all that. And then you can restrict to users in Los Baños Unified School District only. I can also limit it to one response, which now, you know, like especially if there's a test or whatever, limit it to one. And then you can also, they can also either edit after they submit. And one of the neat things that I'm doing is they can see each other's summary charts and text. We've been doing math talks, and so they're able to see the responses for what other students are doing. So this is another nice view. Okay, that you can select. There's also presentations and quizzes, but I'm just keeping it simple. So save, and then to send it, so right here, you can send it by email, which I usually don't. What I do is I create a link, and then you can shorten the link, and then once I copy it, Control-C, copy, I put it in Google Classrooms. So I go in there and let me see, where's Google Classrooms. I also have one for our Google Classroom practice. So I go to classwork and put in here, I'm going to put assignment, and then I'm going to say student questionnaire. And then I'm going to say, please complete the Google form with the link below. And then I'm going to add right here. I go to add link, and then it'll be right there. Add the link. The Google Classroom, all students. I'm going to make it 10 points. Due date Monday, and topic questions. And then I can assign it so they can do the I think I put the wrong one. Did I send this one? I think the student questionnaire. Okay, so once you get it back, once you get your forms, you can hit responses. Right now there's nothing in there, but then you can create a spreadsheet and it'll show all the results. Okay, I wanted to show you the math one, okay, because it is neat to see the responses from the students. Okay, math Mondays, last Thursday. So this was the math talk from last Thursday, and I actually did a puzzle. I entered, and then they submitted the responses, and I didn't collect their first name or anything because I just want them to feel relaxed and just type in anything. There's 53 responses, so you click in here, it has all the emails in there. But if you go to my form, I hid the email so that way nobody would be able to see it. And it's in my, the first one is mine. I don't know. I think the first one, but it's so neat that the kids can see all these responses of what they think. And there's, I mean, yes, there is one answer, but they can see all their, what they're thinking, and it's very powerful. Okay. Thank you so much.